Stop scrolling and listen to today's Arcturian Council message. The Arcturian Council are changing your love life first. Here's why. Because the frequency of love is the fastest gateway to your soul's awakening. This message begins with a shock that may unsettle you, but it is meant to awaken you. The instability, confusion, longing, and even heartbreak you have experienced in love were not accidents, nor were they punishments. They were precision-calibrated energetic events designed to crack open your old identity. The Arcturian Council reveals that love is being targeted first because it is the most emotionally charged frequency humans carry, and therefore the fastest lever for transformation. When love shifts, everything else follows: your sense of worth, your choices, your timeline, and even your physical reality. If you feel like your heart has been stretched beyond what you thought was possible, it is because it has. This is not cruelty, this is initiation. Your nervous system is being trained to hold more truth, more intimacy, and more alignment than ever before. If you are feeling this already, type "I am ready" to claim this message. Here is the part that may feel shocking or even uncomfortable. Many connections you believed were meant to last were never designed to survive this frequency shift. The Arcturian Council explains that certain relationships were contracts for awakening, not companionship. They existed to mirror wounds, expose unconscious patterns, and bring buried emotional codes to the surface so they could finally be released. This is why some relationships collapsed suddenly, without warning or closure. From a higher perspective, they completed their mission the moment you became aware. Holding on to them now would stall your evolution. The grief you feel is not just about a person, it is about the death of an old version of you. And that death is sacred. You are not being abandoned, you are being rerouted. If this resonates deeply, type "I release with love" to claim the message. The Council emphasizes something most humans resist hearing: love is not being removed from your life, it is being purified. The distortions around love, such as attachment, fear of loss, validation seeking, and trauma bonding, cannot survive where you are going. That is why situations may feel empty, cold, or unfamiliar right now. The familiar emotional highs and lows are dissolving, and the nervous system interprets this as loss. But what is actually happening is stabilization. You are being recalibrated to experience love without anxiety, obsession, or self-abandonment. This phase may feel quiet or even lonely, but it is necessary. Silence is where your frequency resets. Do not rush this stage. Those who rush will repeat cycles. Those who stay present will transcend them. If you are willing to stay, type "I trust the process" to claim the message. Here is another startling truth: the love you are being prepared for cannot exist alongside the version of you that tolerated less. The Arcturian Council states clearly that self-betrayal is incompatible with the relationships coming next. This is why boundaries are becoming non-negotiable, even if enforcing them makes you uncomfortable. You may notice that you can no longer entertain mixed signals, emotional unavailability, or one-sided effort without physical discomfort. That discomfort is your upgraded guidance system activating. Your body now rejects what your mind once rationalized. This is not you becoming too much, it is you becoming coherent. Love in higher frequencies is clean, direct, and mutual. Anything else will feel unbearable. If you feel this shift in your body, type, I honor my boundaries, to claim the message. The Council delivers a message that may shock you with its intensity. Some of you are not meant to meet your next partner until you fully detach from needing one. This is not a test, it is an energetic law. Need creates imbalance. Wholeness creates resonance. Right now, you are being trained to experience fulfillment without external validation, so that when love arrives, it enhances rather than completes you. This phase dismantles fantasy-based longing and replaces it with grounded presence. You are learning how to enjoy your own energy, your own thoughts, your own rhythm. This is why solitude feels different now, less like punishment and more like preparation. When you stop waiting, the field opens. If this truth hits you, type, I am whole, to claim the message. The Arcturian Council warns that emotional triggers will intensify briefly before they dissolve. This is not regression, it is detox. Old abandonment wounds, rejection memories, and betrayal imprints may resurface unexpectedly. The purpose is not to relive them, but to finally witness them without merging with them. When a trigger arises and you do not react the old way, a karmic loop closes permanently. This is advanced emotional mastery. You are not meant to suppress feelings, but to allow them to pass through without identity attachment. This stage can feel raw, but it is also incredibly liberating. Each trigger faced consciously restores power that was once outsourced. If you are experiencing this emotional clearing, type, I reclaim my power, to claim the message. Now comes a revelation that may feel both comforting and unsettling. Your future love connection is already aware of you on a soul level. The Council explains that resonance precedes meeting. While you are clearing emotional density, the other is doing the same, not necessarily in the same way, but in harmonic alignment. This is why patience is being demanded of you now. Timing is not about readiness alone, it is about synchronization. Forcing encounters too early would distort the bond. Trust that unseen coordination is occurring. When alignment clicks, recognition will be instant and calm, not chaotic. Love will feel familiar, not overwhelming. If you believe in this unseen orchestration, type, I allow divine timing, to claim the message. The Council addresses a fear many carry silently: what if I miss it? This fear is an illusion rooted in scarcity consciousness. You cannot miss what is frequency locked to you. What is truly aligned will find you regardless of logic, geography, or circumstance. The only thing that delays alignment is resisting your own evolution. That is why the focus is not on searching, but on stabilizing your inner state. When your frequency stabilizes, life reorganizes around it effortlessly. Love does not need to be chased, it needs to be matched. This realization alone collapses years of anxiety. If this brings relief, type, I am aligned, to claim the message. Here is a challenging but empowering truth: love is no longer meant to distract you from your purpose. The Council reveals that relationships built solely on comfort or chemistry will feel hollow moving forward. Your soul requires expansion, not sedation. The love coming into your life will activate your mission, not replace it. This may intimidate parts of you that equated love with rest or escape, but higher love is collaborative creation, not emotional refuge. You are being prepared for partnership that amplifies your impact. This is why you are being asked to take your own path seriously now. If you feel called to step into purpose, type "I choose expansion" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now shifts the message into a deeper layer that many are not prepared to hear, yet your soul already recognizes the truth of it. You are not only healing past relationships, you are dissolving ancestral and collective love patterns that have been passed down through generations. These patterns include silent endurance, emotional suppression, fear-based loyalty, and the belief that love must be earned through sacrifice. You may notice sudden clarity about family dynamics, childhood conditioning, or inherited emotional roles. This awareness is not meant to create blame, it is meant to create freedom. When you choose differently in love now, you are rewriting timelines for those who came before and those who come after. This is why the work feels heavy at times. You are not doing it only for yourself. If you feel this ancestral release activating, type "I break the cycle" to claim the message. The Council reveals that many of you are currently experiencing what they call emotional void space, a phase where old desires no longer satisfy, yet new ones have not fully formed. This can feel disorienting, like floating without direction, but it is actually a sign of successful detachment from outdated emotional programming. Your system is learning neutrality before resonance. In this space, you may feel less reactive, less desperate, and less invested in outcomes, which can be mistaken for numbness. It is not numbness, it is recalibration. Desire is being refined so it aligns with truth rather than fantasy. Stay here without forcing clarity. The next phase only emerges when this stillness is honored. If you are learning to sit in the unknown, type "I honor the void" to claim the message. A powerful revelation follows. The Council states that love moving forward will feel safer, but safety may initially feel boring to a nervous system conditioned by chaos. Many humans confuse intensity with intimacy because emotional unpredictability once signaled attachment. As this pattern dissolves, calm connection may trigger restlessness or doubt. This is not because something is missing, but because something unhealthy is no longer present. You are being retrained to recognize peace as passion's higher octave. This takes time. Allow yourself to adjust without self-judgment. What feels unfamiliar now will soon feel like home. If you are learning to choose peace over chaos, type "I choose stability" to claim the message. The Council now speaks directly to those who feel they have loved deeply but never been fully met. This pattern was not a failure, it was a training ground for discernment. You were learning the difference between emotional availability and emotional intensity, between presence and pursuit. Those lessons have been integrated. This is why your standards feel higher and your tolerance lower. You are no longer available for potential, only for presence. This shift will filter people quickly, sometimes abruptly. Trust this. It is not isolation, it is alignment. If you feel your standards solidifying, type "I choose presence" to claim the message. Another truth emerges that may feel sobering but deeply empowering. You are no longer meant to over-explain your needs in love. The Council explains that aligned connection requires resonance, not persuasion. If something must be repeatedly justified, negotiated, or defended, it is not harmonically matched. This realization may feel lonely at first, but it restores immense self-respect. Love moving forward will feel cooperative, not corrective. You will no longer be the teacher, the healer, or the fixer in your relationships. You are stepping into equality. If you are ready to release emotional labor, type "I deserve reciprocity" to claim the message. The Council addresses the fear of vulnerability that often resurfaces during this phase. After deep emotional work, many become guarded, mistaking self-protection for wisdom. True wisdom, however, is selective openness. You are not being asked to close your heart, you are being asked to open it intentionally. Vulnerability will return, but it will be shared with those who have demonstrated consistency, integrity, and emotional maturity. This is how love becomes sustainable rather than draining. Trust that discernment and softness can coexist. If you are learning to open wisely, type "I open with discernment" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now reveals that self-love is no longer a concept, it is becoming a lived frequency within you. This means your energy will naturally repel connections that rely on insecurity or dependency. Some may interpret your groundedness as distance or arrogance, but it is neither. It is coherence. You are no longer leaking energy in search of reassurance. This stability will attract those who are also whole, not those seeking completion. If you feel more anchored in yourself than ever before, type "I am grounded" to claim the message. The Council highlights that forgiveness is reaching a new octave for you now. This is not forgiveness as emotional bypass, nor forgiveness as obligation. It is forgiveness as neutrality, the release of energetic charge. You may notice that certain memories no longer sting, certain names no longer trigger reactions. This does not mean the past was acceptable, it means it no longer has authority. With each release, you reclaim emotional bandwidth for what is arriving. Forgiveness here is self-liberation. If you feel old pain dissolving, type "I am free" to claim the message. Now the message turns toward embodiment. Love is no longer theoretical, it is somatic. The Council explains that your body is becoming the primary compass for alignment. Tightness, fatigue, or heaviness will signal misalignment instantly, while ease and expansion will confirm truth. Trust these sensations more than mental narratives. Your intuition is no longer subtle, it is physical. This is an upgrade. As you listen, your decisions will require less effort and less doubt. If you are learning to trust your body's wisdom, type "I listen within" to claim the message. The Council concludes this phase with a grounding reminder: you are not behind, and you are not late. Love is not a race, it is a resonance. Everything unfolding now is creating the conditions for something that does not require chasing, convincing, or sacrificing yourself. Stay present with what is being cleared. Stay honest with what no longer fits. The love aligned with your frequency will meet you where you are, not where you pretend to be. If you are ready to continue this journey with trust, type "I stay aligned" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now delivers a message that may feel confronting but is meant to liberate you. Many of you have been unconsciously loyal to past pain in love because it once gave you identity. The stories you told yourself about being the one who loves more, waits longer, or sacrifices deeper became familiar roles. These identities are now dissolving. As they fade, you may feel a strange emptiness, as if you no longer know who you are in relationships. This is not loss, it is expansion. You are no longer defined by endurance or longing. You are becoming defined by self-respect and energetic clarity. This transition may feel uncomfortable because it removes emotional drama that once felt meaningful. But what replaces it is authenticity. If you are willing to let go of outdated identities in love, type, "I release old roles," to claim the message. The Council emphasizes that communication in love is being upgraded for you now. You may notice a growing intolerance for vague words, unspoken expectations, or emotional guessing games. This is because your energy is shifting toward transparency and resonance. You are no longer meant to decode love, you are meant to experience it clearly. This clarity may initially reduce the number of people you connect with, but it will dramatically increase the quality of those connections. Silence will no longer feel safe if truth is being avoided. Likewise, honesty will no longer feel threatening if alignment is present. This phase teaches you that peace comes from clarity, not avoidance. If you are embracing honest communication, type, "I choose clarity," to claim the message. Now the Council speaks about timing in a way that reframes impatience. Delays in love are not denials, they are precision adjustments. Each pause is aligning internal frequency with external reality. You are being tuned to recognize love that arrives without force or confusion. This tuning requires moments of waiting, reflection, and stillness. You may feel the urge to do something, to move things along, but restraint is part of the mastery. When action is required, it will feel effortless rather than urgent. Trust the stillness. It is not empty, it is charged with potential. If you are learning to wait without fear, type, "I trust timing," to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now reveals that joy is becoming a prerequisite for love, not a result of it. This is a radical shift from old paradigms where love was expected to heal unhappiness or fill emotional gaps. Moving forward, love will amplify joy that already exists within you. This is why you are being guided toward hobbies, creativity, laughter, and personal fulfillment now. These are not distractions from love, they are invitations to it. Your joy is becoming your magnet. When you cultivate it without attachment to outcome, you become irresistibly aligned. If you are reclaiming joy for its own sake, type, "I allow joy," to claim the message. The Council closes this segment with a powerful reminder: love is not something you must earn through effort or suffering. It is a natural response to coherence. As you continue aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions, love will meet you where integrity lives. There will be less intensity, less confusion, but far more depth and stability. What is coming is not dramatic, it is real. And real love, once experienced, will make everything before it feel like preparation. Stay present. Stay aligned. If you are ready to receive love without struggle, type, "I receive with ease," to fully claim this message. The Arcturian Council now draws your attention to a subtle but profound shift occurring in your emotional field. You are no longer meant to romanticize suffering as proof of depth. For many lifetimes, pain was equated with devotion, endurance with loyalty, and struggle with meaning. That coding is being dismantled at a cellular level. You may notice that stories of dramatic love no longer inspire you the way they once did. Instead, something quieter is calling you: steadiness, mutual respect, emotional availability without turbulence. This can feel anticlimactic to parts of the psyche conditioned on adrenaline and uncertainty, but your soul recognizes the relief. You are learning that depth does not require damage, and intimacy does not require wounds. This realization changes how you choose, how you stay, and how you leave. If this truth is landing in your awareness, type, "I choose healthy love," to claim the message. The council explains that your perception of attraction is being rewired. Chemistry rooted in trauma, longing, or unresolved wounds is losing its grip. Instead, resonance is becoming the new signal, a calm recognition, a sense of familiarity without anxiety, a feeling of safety that does not dull desire but grounds it. This shift may temporarily confuse you, as old attractions fade and new ones feel subtle. Trust this recalibration. Your system is learning to differentiate between excitement and alignment. What once felt irresistible may now feel draining. What once felt ordinary may now feel nourishing. This is not settling, it is refining. As your frequency stabilizes, attraction becomes intentional rather than compulsive. If you feel your desires evolving, type, "I honor resonance," to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now addresses independence in love. You are being guided to stand fully in your autonomy so that connection becomes a choice, not a necessity. This does not mean isolation or emotional distance, it means freedom. You are learning how to share life rather than escape into someone else's. As this independence strengthens, you may notice a reduced tolerance for enmeshment or emotional dependency. You require space, respect, and mutual empowerment. This shift creates relationships where both individuals grow rather than shrink. Love becomes expansive instead of consuming. If you are embracing sovereignty within connection, type, "I stand in my power," to claim the message. The Council reveals that gratitude is becoming a stabilizing force in your love frequency. Not gratitude for what hurt you, but gratitude for the clarity it provided. As resentment dissolves, wisdom remains. You may find yourself appreciating lessons without revisiting the pain. This is integration. It signals that emotional charge has been neutralized and transformed into understanding. From this state, you are no longer reactive to past triggers. You respond from presence rather than memory. This emotional maturity creates a powerful field of attraction for aligned love. If you feel gratitude replacing bitterness, type, "I integrate the lesson," to claim the message. The Arcturian Council concludes this phase by reminding you that love is not arriving to interrupt your life, it is arriving to walk beside it. You are building a foundation that does not collapse under stress, distance, or time. Every boundary honored, every truth spoken, every moment of self-respect is contributing to this structure. What emerges will feel steady, mutual, and emotionally sustainable. There will be no need to prove worth or chase reassurance. Love will recognize you as you are. If you are ready to welcome this grounded connection, type, "I am prepared," to fully claim the message. The Arcturian Council now invites you to recognize a transformation that may be so subtle you almost miss it. Your emotional reactions are slowing down. Where once you would spiral, overthink, or internalize silence, you now pause. That pause is not avoidance, it is mastery. In that space, you are choosing yourself before choosing a story. This shift is monumental. It means you are no longer operating from reflexive emotional programming but from conscious awareness. Love moving forward requires this pause, because reactive energy distorts truth. When you respond instead of react, you change the entire trajectory of connection. This is why some situations dissolve quickly now. You are no longer feeding them unconsciously. If you notice yourself pausing with clarity rather than fear, type "I respond with awareness" to claim the message. The council reveals that self-trust is becoming your primary relationship. This may sound abstract, but it is deeply practical. You are learning to trust your inner signals more than external reassurance. When something feels off, you no longer override it for comfort. When something feels right, you no longer sabotage it out of fear. This recalibration of trust is essential because higher love cannot exist where self-doubt dominates. You are becoming reliable to yourself, and that reliability becomes the standard for others. Those who cannot meet it will naturally fall away. This is not rejection, it is alignment. If you feel your trust anchoring within, type "I trust myself" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now speaks to emotional availability, not just from others, but from you. Many of you are discovering that while you desired closeness, parts of you remained guarded due to past disappointment. These defenses are softening now, not through force but through safety. As you cultivate internal stability, vulnerability no longer feels dangerous. You are learning that openness does not require self-exposure to harm. It requires discernment. This balance allows love to deepen without self-erasure. You are no longer oscillating between walls and collapse. You are finding the middle ground. If you feel yourself opening without losing yourself, type "I open safely" to claim the message. The Council emphasizes that emotional compatibility is now outweighing intellectual or physical attraction. You are tuning into how someone feels in your nervous system, not just how they stimulate your mind or senses. Calm, consistency, and emotional presence are becoming irresistible. This shift may surprise you if you once chased excitement over stability. But your system now recognizes what supports longevity. Love is no longer about sparks alone, it is about sustainability. This recalibration ensures that future connections nourish rather than deplete you. If you are prioritizing emotional compatibility, type "I choose nourishment" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council closes this segment with a grounding truth: you are no longer seeking love to escape yourself. You are inviting love to witness you. This changes everything. When love is no longer an escape, it becomes a mirror of wholeness rather than a refuge from pain. You are standing in your life fully, allowing connection to enhance rather than distract. This is readiness. Not perfection, presence. Stay here. Stay honest. Stay aligned. If you are ready to be seen as you truly are, type "I stand in truth" to fully claim this message. The Arcturian Council now brings forward a truth that may feel quietly radical: you are no longer meant to abandon your inner rhythm to accommodate love. In past cycles, you may have reshaped your schedule, muted your needs, or delayed your growth to maintain connection. That pattern is ending. You may notice a strong resistance now to anything that requires self-erasure, even subtly. This resistance is not selfishness, it is alignment. Love that requires you to shrink will feel physically uncomfortable, even unbearable. Your energy now insists on harmony, not compromise of essence. This shift ensures that future connections integrate into your life naturally rather than overriding it. If you feel your inner rhythm becoming non-negotiable, type "I honor my flow" to claim the message. The council reveals that emotional honesty with yourself is becoming sharper. You can no longer pretend to be okay when something is misaligned, nor can you stay in situations out of obligation. This honesty may feel disruptive at first, as it dismantles polite tolerance and silent endurance. But it also restores tremendous clarity. When you name your truth internally, decisions become simpler. You no longer negotiate with discomfort. This internal transparency creates external coherence. Relationships either align or dissolve without prolonged confusion. This is not harshness, it is precision. If you feel yourself naming truth without apology, type "I live honestly" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now speaks to emotional pacing. You are learning that intimacy unfolds, not accelerates. Rushing connection once felt like passion, but it often bypassed discernment. Now, you may feel a natural slowing, a desire to observe, to feel, to allow consistency to reveal itself over time. This pacing is not fear-based, it is wisdom. Love that grows steadily integrates deeply. There is less urgency, less projection, more presence. You are allowing reality to replace fantasy. This shift protects your energy and honors truth. If you are allowing love to unfold naturally, type "I allow unfolding" to claim the message. The Arcturian Council now wants you to deeply absorb this truth. You are being prepared to experience love as a full spectrum, multidimensional energy rather than a one-dimensional emotion. For eons, human love has often been interpreted through physical attraction, emotional drama, or mental compatibility alone. That paradigm is collapsing for you now. The Council explains that true love is a vibration that flows through every layer of your being, your physical body, your emotional field, your mind, and your soul. You may notice subtle shifts in your energy that are impossible to ignore, a lightness in your chest when aligned, or a tightness in your gut when something is out of harmony. These signals are no longer optional to ignore, they are your guides. Every connection, past, present, or potential, is being evaluated through this energetic lens, and your system is increasingly intolerant of misalignment. Love will not demand that you contort, compromise excessively, or ignore your truth. It will harmonize with your entire being and elevate your energy. If you have been clinging to outdated definitions of love that require struggle or compromise, this is your wake-up call. Your nervous system, your heart, and your soul are all being synchronized to recognize and attract connections that honor your true frequency. You are learning to distinguish between superficial attraction that depletes and deep resonance that nourishes. It may feel disorienting because old patterns of chasing, compromising, or justifying love are being erased in real time. This process can bring both relief and discomfort simultaneously. Relief because you sense that alignment is finally possible, discomfort because it demands letting go of relationships, habits, and beliefs that no longer serve your evolution. If you feel this profound recalibration occurring within you, type "I align fully" to claim this message. The Arcturian Council now delivers a message about your past love patterns and their purpose in your evolution. All relationships you have experienced, whether fulfilling, challenging, or painful, served as calibration tools for your heart, mind, and soul. Every connection was designed to teach, refine, and elevate you to your current frequency. Some relationships were mirrors of your unhealed wounds, allowing you to recognize patterns of dependency, fear, or self-abandonment. Others were energetic accelerators, activating dormant parts of your being that you could not access otherwise. The Council explains that the intensity, repetition, or seemingly wrong timing of past relationships was never random. It was always precise energetic choreography, orchestrated to reveal the parts of you that required evolution. You may notice that certain heartbreaks or disappointments that once seemed devastating now feel like necessary awakenings in retrospect. This is because your perception has shifted, allowing you to see the divine logic behind experiences that previously felt chaotic or unfair. The Council reminds you that no love was wasted. Every lesson, every joy, every challenge contributed to the recalibration of your emotional frequency. You are now entering a phase where the field of love responds directly to your energetic state rather than your behaviors, desires, or external circumstances. This is why you may feel that old patterns are dissolving and that people from your past are either returning in transformed forms or no longer appearing at all. It is not coincidence, it is the natural filtering of resonance. If you are ready to honor the lessons of your past while remaining open to alignment-based love, type I integrate all lessons to claim this message. The Council now addresses a shift in your relationship with timing. Human perception often assumes that love must arrive on a schedule defined by fear, impatience, or societal expectation. This outdated timeline is being replaced by a precise energetic timing that aligns with your highest potential. You may notice delays, pauses, or moments of uncertainty in your romantic life, and the Council emphasizes that these are not denials. Instead, they are cosmic recalibrations ensuring that love manifests at a moment of maximum alignment. If you attempt to force, manipulate, or rush love before your energy is prepared, the outcome will feel discordant or unsatisfying. True love cannot be coerced. It requires synchronization between your energy, your intentions, and the other soul's frequency. The Council encourages you to shift focus away from waiting or searching and toward raising your own vibration, releasing old emotional baggage, and embodying the frequency of the love you wish to attract. As you do so, the universe orchestrates timing perfectly, and when the connection appears, recognition will be instantaneous, calm, and magnetic, rather than frantic or anxious. You may notice that your patience is tested, yet these pauses are sacred and necessary. They are the space where alignment occurs at every level: emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual. If you feel yourself surrendering to divine timing rather than resisting it, type I trust divine timing to claim this message. Finally, the Arcturian Council delivers a message of empowerment. Love is not arriving to complete you, it is arriving to amplify your already established wholeness. The concept of seeking someone to fill the gaps in your life is being retired for you. Your experiences, your healing, your self-love, and your energetic refinement have built a foundation so strong that love now functions as resonance, celebration, and co-creation rather than need or dependency. This is why you may notice a profound sense of stability and calm in your current energetic state, even if external manifestations of love are not yet fully visible. The Council emphasizes that the quality of your inner alignment directly determines the quality of your outer connection. As you continue to embody self-respect, emotional honesty, discernment, and presence, love will naturally emerge in ways that support and expand your life rather than drain or limit it. Every relationship that enters your field from this point forward is being filtered through this elevated energetic standard. You will experience depth, mutuality, and emotional harmony in ways that surpass previous human concepts of romantic love. If you are ready to embody this wholeness and welcome love as a reflection of your evolved frequency, type, "I am whole and ready," to claim this message. The Arcturian Council now asks you to recognize a subtle but profound truth. Love is no longer meant to be something you chase, it is something you cultivate within yourself first. The old paradigm of finding the one outside of you is dissolving because the universe now aligns relationships with internal frequency rather than external search. You may notice a growing preference for solitude, self-reflection, and nurturing your own energy. This is not separation or isolation, it is preparation. Each moment spent honoring your own needs, desires, and boundaries is a vibration being sent into the field of love. The Council emphasizes that love arriving now is not about filling gaps, it is about resonance. Your inner state becomes the magnet, and the external reality mirrors it. This means that as you continue refining your emotional, mental, and spiritual alignment, the people and connections that appear will automatically match your evolved frequency. No effort is needed to convince or persuade anyone, alignment is automatic, effortless, and mutually enriching. You may feel impatient, longing, or nostalgic for the old ways, but the Council assures you that these feelings are temporary echoes of outdated patterns. The love you are being guided toward will feel intuitive, safe, and profoundly energizing. If you feel the truth of cultivating love internally, type, "I create love within," to claim this message. The Council now draws attention to emotional sovereignty, the unshakable inner power that allows you to remain whole regardless of external circumstances. Past relationships may have conditioned you to rely on others for validation, reassurance, or even a sense of identity. Those patterns are dissolving now. You are being prepared to enter relationships as an already complete being, where love is a mutual enhancement rather than a necessity. This can feel challenging because it requires confronting old fears, the fear of being alone, of being unseen, or of missing out. The Council emphasizes that these fears are illusions, rooted in old energetic contracts and collective programming. When you fully inhabit your sovereignty, you emit a frequency that naturally filters out misalignment and attracts only those who can honor your wholeness. Your emotional, physical, and spiritual boundaries are now sacred signals to others, not obstacles to connection. Relationships that fail to meet this standard will dissolve gracefully, while those aligned will flourish effortlessly. The energy you radiate from this place of sovereignty creates a foundation for partnerships that are deeply mutual, stable, and expansive. If you feel yourself standing in this sovereignty, type, "I honor my power," to claim this message. The Arcturian Council now reminds you that intuition is your most reliable compass in love moving forward. Where logic once dominated decisions and external advice dictated your choices, your inner knowing is now being heightened. You may notice sudden clarity about people, situations, or opportunities that previously seemed confusing or ambiguous. These insights are your soul's language guiding you toward alignment. Do not ignore or rationalize away these nudges. They are energetic confirmations of resonance or discord. Your body, emotions, and subtle energetic cues are now inseparable from your decision-making process. The Council emphasizes that ignoring these signals delays your evolution and prolongs misalignment. Relationships that challenge your intuitive sense of safety or joy are unlikely to be compatible with your highest frequency. Conversely, when intuition aligns with desire, action, and presence, the path forward will feel effortless and expansive. You are learning to trust yourself more than anyone else, and this trust directly determines the quality of love you attract. If you are strengthening this intuitive connection, type, "I trust my inner guidance," to claim this message. The Council now speaks to the release of old emotional debts and karmic loops in love. Past relationships, betrayals, heartbreaks, and disappointments are being cleared from your field at a deeper level than you may consciously perceive. This energetic clearing may manifest as sudden detachment, shifting priorities, or unexpected endings. It is not punishment, nor is it a reflection of your worth. It is a recalibration of your energy to prepare for love that is fully aligned with your soul's frequency. The Council urges you to release guilt, shame, and the compulsion to fix what is no longer serving you. Doing so opens space for relationships that resonate with joy, authenticity, and emotional reciprocity. You are learning that the energy of love is sacred and must be respected. It cannot coexist with unresolved trauma or energetic compromise. As these patterns dissolve, you may notice greater clarity, inner peace, and alignment in both your heart and your life path. This process may feel uncomfortable at first, but the Council assures you it is necessary for the quality and depth of love that is arriving. If you feel ready to release old patterns, type, "I release the past," to claim this message. Finally, the Arcturian Council closes this complete message by reminding you of the ultimate truth. Love is not a reward, a goal, or a finish line. It is a reflection of your own vibrational alignment. The love you are being guided to experience will mirror your integrity, presence, joy, and wholeness. It will not demand compromise, fear, or self-erasure. You are now prepared to recognize love that is expansive, mutually nourishing, and deeply resonant. Your inner work, the boundaries you maintain, the honesty you uphold, the emotional clarity you cultivate, directly determines the quality and stability of your external connection. Every step you take in alignment, every pattern you release, and every frequency you embody is preparing you for relationships that support your evolution rather than distract from it. The Council reminds you that patience, trust, and presence are the keys to attracting this level of love. If you feel ready to receive love as a reflection of your highest self, type, "I am ready to receive," to fully claim this message. Your journey is complete, but your transformation is ongoing. Each moment now becomes an opportunity to embody the love that you are meant to experience in its most authentic, radiant, and harmonious form.